Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. We are just a few minutes away from high impact news. I'm low-key, high-key, low-key kind of annoyed because I forgot that Tradeify doesn't keep the renewal date the same because they do every 30 days or something weird, and I'm very annoyed because I thought this account renewed on the 29th and it renews on the 27th, which is so stupid to me, but whatever, I guess. So because it renews on Monday, I will be multiplying contracts for that account today. Just annoyed because why? And I can't extend my session in an attempt to try to pass it. Can't extend my session too much because I have a lunch date with my best friend at 12:30. All right, 30 seconds, and then I need to stop until 8:47. That's neutral. Good morning, Pred. How are you this morning? All right, let me go get some warm water real quick. I'll be right back. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? All right, let's see. I was about to say, did anything happen at 8:45? But it did. I see. I see. All right, about 25 more seconds and I can trade. All right, we just cleared upper deviation band on VWAP. Good morning, Diego. Good morning, True. How are you guys this morning? And I hope you've been having a good trading week as well. I've been doing quite decent, I think, from what I can remember. From what I can remember. Oh yeah, that's what I was supposed to be looking at. Hold on. Okay, it was Tuesday. This is a neutral point of control, so I couldn't take that trade. What else? What is this? Oh, it's an extended resistance level. 6. Damn, where'd that extended out? I guess so. Middle pivot level is at 25,071.50. All right, I guess. Need point of control to stay high. Got a reversal instead. We also have not. Yes, ma'am. Low impact news. Are you guys able to see? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay. I'm so glad this news indicator isn't all screwy. Like, for months, a lot of times it would show that there was no news events, even though there was. Now, the only time it screws up like that is if I like open up my chart a bunch of times, like in the evening or something, and it'll get all messed up and not show the next day. But aside from that, it's been doing a good job of actually putting this stuff up there like it's supposed to. Oh, let me make sure my copy trader. The only thing I don't like about Tradeify accounts is the daily loss limit. Like, if I want to fail in one day, I should be able to do that. If I can pass in one day, I should be able to fail in one day. That's just my personal opinion. It's very annoying. And there's no daily loss limit on the 25K account. Oh wait, that's the... Why can't... Oh, never mind. Oh, it's because I have the growth account. Okay. I didn't think of that. Forgot the head. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense to me personally. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. You know? I shouldn't have to have the advance account in order to not have a daily loss limit. I don't know. What do I know? Again, if I can pass it in one day, I should be able to fail it in one day. That's what I think. What do I know? Oh, that was almost a valid trade. Period, Janelle. Good morning. Nice trading. Nice, nice, nice. Hello. Good morning. Congratulations. Look, she got all the exclamations, period. You hear me? Nice. And I really don't want to... See, my problem right now is I'm in profit in the account. I have full drawdown, right? And because this is an account that was purchased like back in May, it's still on the old rules, which I don't have a problem with the old rules. The only reason, remember, that I got rid of my other account is because it was the 50% off, but the renewal was full price. So now the good thing is, if I end up hitting, because I'm gonna max contracts today, I am. If I end up hitting the daily loss limit, what I could do is log in on Sunday night, like right when the market opens, and just fail it real quick. That way, when it renews the next day, it'll actually, reset or whatever. Since they're not like, because I think with Apex, if I'm not mistaken, you have to fail it in the trading session that happens before the renewal. So if it renews on Monday, you have to fail it on Friday, kind of thing. Tradeify is not like that. I would have to look to see what time they usually charge me for it, but I can just fail it on Sunday. You guys, my hair is growing back so fast. Like, so fast. This is why I just be cutting my hair all the time, because I don't be a bald head bitch for long. I haven't had a week like that in a while. You deserve it. So we're going, me and my best friend, we're going to that all you can eat K-pop place. We're going there because she was supposed to go with us when we went a couple of months ago, but she didn't. Not a couple months. No, it was last month when we had our girls' night out or girls' day out. She didn't come. So that's where we're going. So I need to save every inch of my empty stomach for that. So all we're gonna have today is warm water, and that's it. I don't want nothing else because I need to be hungry. Okay, I'm gonna get my money's worth. I need to see if it's the same price for lunch as dinner. I don't think it is, but I need to look. What kind of restaurant is it? Thank you. It's like a Korean barbecue place where you cook your own food on a little hot plate in front of you. One of those places. That food is so good. Like, I was literally mad because my sister went with her boyfriend for the second time. Well, second time between them two a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you ain't invite me? I don't understand. You didn't even tell me about it. You don't answer the phone for 3 to 5 business days. See, when y'all write me on Discord or I be disappeared from Discord, baby, it ain't y'all. It's me. My sister will tell anybody it takes me 3 to 5 business days to respond to her text messages. But in my defense, most of the time she's sending me fucking TikToks, and I don't feel like sitting here watching a slew of TikToks. Find a friend who like doing it. I don't. But anyway. So yeah, this will be my, I think, third time going back, because I think I went the one time with my sister, then we went for the girls' day out, and then it'll be today. So I'm pretty sure this will be my third time. I don't think I've gone another time. All right, we're just gonna center that, let that do what it's gonna do. We just changed back to an uptrend. So if this account does end in profit today, I probably will just leave it be, because by the time what I'm gonna probably have to do is just not journal right away if I extend my session to like maybe 11:30, because the place is probably about 30 minutes away, so I need like at least 30 minutes to get ready. It's probably like 20 minutes away, but either way. Yeah, so if I end in profit, I'll probably just leave it. I think the account's like maybe $90, so I wouldn't mind paying another month for it, especially because I feel like at the moment I feel pretty comfortable with the strategy. I feel pretty comfortable trading bid ask, which I switched back to on Tuesday. I don't think I told you guys that. Yeah, I just feel pretty comfortable, especially because I spent one of those days, I can't remember which one, updating my bid ask analysis sheet to go through and look for all of the overnight high and low levels, because I told you guys I'm not using those levels anymore. So it was super important I still will chart them out, but I don't actually use them. And I knew that that was important to do because I don't use the opening range, the opening New York range as actual levels. So I don't think that it's smart to use the ones from London either. And when I kind of mapped it out in my analysis sheet, basically anytime the entry bar was attached to the overnight high or low, I would highlight it in blue. And I noticed that, and if there also was another level attached to it, it was fine. But if there wasn't, I noticed that it would follow the rules of like, there's no level there kind of thing. Oh no, we're going towards the highs. Fuck. Probably gonna be screwed. Y'all know I hate trading at the highs. I'm actually supposed to be in that trade and it took off. Fuck. Well, that would have been a nice win. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I didn't even realize the time. Like 30 seconds in. Damn, that would have been a really nice trade. Nice, quick, and easy. I think if yeah, she gets so mad too. Be like, girl, you'll be all right. Damn, that would have been it. And we're probably going to start going towards the highs and I'm going to be screwed because y'all know I don't trade up there. That was a nice 60 tick drop from my entry too. And we only needed 22 of it. Damn. Right on a view. So I have the 30-minute opening range on my chart, right? But what I mean is like I don't use it as a level. So like if the entry bar touches it on my trade, it doesn't affect the order flow, if that makes sense. So I see the level. That's the like this being highlighted yellow. This is the opening range. This highlighted region. So I'll know, you know, if we break out of the 30, I do the 30-minute, I don't do the hours, since by the time the hour closes, I'm gonna be pretty much almost off the charts again. So yeah, I see it, but I don't use it because from an order flow perspective, it doesn't follow the same patterns as like when my entry bar isn't attached to an actual level, if that makes sense. So it's just from the data that I've collected so far. So like, let's say I take a sell at the opening range high. The order flow pattern is not the same as if I take a sell at one of the resistance levels or the upper VWAP deviation level, which obviously is also resistance. It does not follow that same pattern at all. So for me, that just shows that, hey, I can't use it as a level. from a swinger's perspective. Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, that's the only reason I don't use it. As long as something still follows the pattern, like for instance, is like with the point of control, and so far it looks like the value area high and low and all of that stuff as well. That doesn't follow the same pattern either, which I'm actually kind of surprised about. Kind of, but not really. But yeah, so same thing with that. Like, if the only level that my entry bar is touching is the point of control, price reacts as if it's not a level at all as far as order flow goes, volume and order flow. Same thing with the value area high and low as well. Can't tell. I'm gonna move the targets there. Just because I don't know if we're gonna push through it or not, which we did, but just in case. Just in case. Alright, so that was just a sell off not only the opening range high, but also this is an extended resistance level. We are well beyond I can't even see how many levels out we are. 1, 2, we're like 3 resistance levels away from the highest resistance level, which it goes 4 resistance levels out. So we're basically like 7 resistance levels up right now from the middle pivot level. But yeah, just a quick little 1-2, I guess. Makes sense for quick scalps. Yeah, by those opening and closing levels, Asia, London. Yeah, and that's why, like, so the indicator that I'm using, it automatically has those mapped out, which is, damn, I was supposed to be in that. I'm gonna tell you why it was hard for me to read that, because the VWAP was like curling up and I couldn't tell if it was gonna touch it or not, because if it was gonna touch it, I couldn't trade it. But the low of this was 1650 and the VWAP ended up as 1647. And I was waiting to see if it was gonna curl up or not. And also I just added this particular entry. I just added it, I think yesterday, yeah, but that would have been the inside of that. I would have gotten filled right there. So I should be like +3 trades right now, which of course would definitely be nice on the account I'm trying to pass, but it's all good. Like I said, as long as I'm green, I don't really care. But yeah, that the market structure indicator automatically came with it, and had it mapped out. So that's why I was using the levels from the time that I started using that indicator. And I don't really even know what made me oh, that's what it was, because when I started using this opening range indicator, I can't tell if this is going to be efficient or not. I was like, well, I have it mapped out, but I also have the opening range from London, and I don't use that as levels. I mean, no, and I use that as levels, but I'm not using the New York ones as levels. So yeah. Hello, close. No matter what, I wouldn't have gotten filled on that. Even if I would have had the entry like at the close of the bar instead of me sell clicking in, I wouldn't have gotten filled, as you can see. But anyway, yeah. So because of that, I was like, maybe I'm not supposed to use the other ones as levels either. And so I spent, it probably took me about an hour and a half to go through like 200 pages of data to look for that specific level only. I did it first on up down tick, and I did notice a difference, and then I had to go back and do it for bid ask, like I think on Monday of this week, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I switched to bid ask on Tuesday. And yeah, there's a difference. So yeah, still green, let's go, period. Yeah, hopefully we can end there. I would definitely be okay with carrying the balance over. Definitely would. Let's see. Oh yeah. So after I finished journaling yesterday, I did see that. So remember, I thought that I would just be down like $200 for the day. In actuality, yesterday just would have been a break-even day. There was actually 4 setups, and it would have been 2 wins and 2 losses. Am I looking at the right thing? Yeah, I am. So break even, not too bad. What I want to do this weekend, there are certain volume and order flow combinations, especially with bid ask, that legit just do not work. Like there's not one, well, at least in the data that I have so far, there's not one win. Okay. So for those, what I want to do is potentially look into practicing getting into the opposite direction. So like let's say this was a combination that has literally no wins in the last 3 months. What would happen is when we close the bearish reversal bar down, I would, instead of getting into a sell, I would get into a buy, because what it'll look like is when I get in here, my stop loss would be there. So I don't even need, like, if I get into a buy here, I don't need the bar to actually reverse up to win the trade, if that makes sense. Like it would be about halfway, the trade will win, and then we just wait to see what's going to happen from there. All right, that is not what I wanted. I wanted that to be an efficient bar, which it wasn't. But yeah, there's a couple of combinations, and they set up kind of often. So I definitely want to look into that for sure. But we'll see. We'll see. But 30 minutes left on the session. Break evens are not bad at all. So if you're up there in London over the weekend, yeah, I definitely will. I definitely will, especially now that I feel pretty comfortable. Another thing that I am looking to possibly do is to go back to a 1 tick threshold on the Renko bars. I don't think the 2 tick threshold is a problem per se, but I only switched to a 2 tick threshold like right after Trump got in office because the market was so volatile that, like, let's say that this bar right here, let's say the wick came out a lot further, like this bar almost closed up and but it continued to close down. What'll happen is the zigzag would attach to this bar, attach to the wick of that bar, and then continue down, and I don't like that. So that's the only reason why I switched. But I just genuinely prefer a 1 tick threshold. Um, I just think that it looks smoother and it shouldn't change the results of my strategy or anything. It shouldn't, because even when I change like Renko sizes and everything, nothing changes, but it just looks a lot smoother. A lot smoother. And I definitely prefer it. I do. So we'll see. Good morning, Trenches. It's the hashtag for me. How are you this morning, Trenches? I'm freezing. It is freezing. My hands are cold. But yeah, I just like the way it looks. It just looks better to me. Oh yeah. Affordable Indicators did make an update to the trade copier, which is really, really nice. I probably need to make a couple videos on my channel about it, especially since I haven't really had many issues anymore, because y'all remember I was ready to off this trade copier, okay? But I haven't had issues in a very long time. Um, But yeah, I really like the update. He has some nice things going on. I'll show you guys some of it when I show you guys the accounts and everything at the end of the session. But it's really nice. He's updated a couple of columns so that you can see, you know, which accounts are end of day drawdown, which are trailing, which are static. You are able to quickly edit things inside of you can quickly edit certain accounts and stuff, which before you had to actually go into the indicator settings, which could be kind of annoying sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Do I take that? If we, nope, that's why I didn't, oh, I didn't even see that we touched the VWAP. Oh, I'm so glad I questioned it. But yeah, he's just made a lot of nice changes, 903, to it, which are pretty cool. But yeah, before you would have to like actually go into the indicator setting to make certain changes, which could be kind of annoying. And so now it's kind of built like the it's kind of built like the Trade Devils footprint indicator, where like I can change things from within the menu instead of going into the indicator settings, because it has like a little menu button inside of the toolbar. So I really, really genuinely I like the updates that he made. And I guess they have about 20, I feel like he said 22 or 27 prop firms in their like server now. And so whenever a prop firm makes certain changes, those are going to be automatically updated for us. 376. And he has certain indicators, meaning inside of the little the accounts dashboard, there are certain things that will indicate to tell you if you are like if you've made changes to what the account stuff says, or if it's coming directly from the server, which I think is pretty cool. What else? Yeah, I'll just show you guys. It's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Not going to lie. Let's see, 43. All right, I just removed that order because we touched the green level right there before I got filled, so I had to remove it. And this is why. Bar closed and just took off. There was no kind of pullback whatsoever. Which happens. It is what it is. Oh, let me write that so that I know I actually did try to get into that. Anytime y'all see me write this on my chart, it means take profit before break even. Since like if it would hit my break even level, I would, you know, take it off. God, it works out. Fingers crossed. Yes, because we don't need those problems like I had before, honey. We do not. Future came out when I traded props. Yeah, it's really, really nice. He's done some good updates. One thing that I will say is even though I was having issues, you know, kind of sporadically, because Joel is a trader himself, he really prides himself on like listening to the community and updating things in a way that like, hey, if I know how to code it, if it makes sense and it'll be helpful for everyone, I will do my damnness to try to figure out how to code it. I will say that, like, even when I had the issue when I first got the indicator and you know, it was putting my entries wherever the hell it wanted to, mainly like if we had a bar that was like this one, how all of these bars close at this exact same millisecond. So when this bar closed all the way until here, all of these bars close in the same millisecond. So when the bar would close, it would put my entry at the close of this bar instead of this one. So it took him about 2 weeks to figure out how to fix it, but he fixed it and I never had another issue since. And it's been what, 2 years now? I still don't really know why my follower accounts were kind of placing their entries wherever the hell they wanted to, because I feel like a lot of times it was happening without there being some super high volatility or anything. I could be wrong. But he even fixed that. So I can't, well, I think it got fixed. I think it got hot fixed with one of the updates that he did a few months ago. But I will say that he does not ignore the issues at all. He doesn't. He does not. Why can't I? I see. Curious to see how this trade, yeah. I'm still confused partially on how I want to trade the double bottoms like that. All right, we are finally in a downtrend. Well, an attempt to be in one. Gotta see what happens here. We are also at point of control. That line is super ghetto crooked. All right, that's better. I would rather us not create a 1 bar pullback. But if we do, I will. Now I feel like if that bar closes up, the zigzag is gonna change. Just patterns. Just patterns. I was literally gonna say I feel like the zigzag is gonna change colors, and it did. Damn, I really hate that I missed those 2 trades though, because both of those would have had TPs of about 525. So if you do 525 times 2 plus the 350 of the trade I did take, that's $1,400 in profit on that account that renews on Monday. Sucks. All right. Red day. Do you not like the slow grinding days like I don't? I hate it. I think I will forever hate it. I'm just happy that we didn't continue like just pushing new highs, because those days are the most annoying for sure for me. All right, we'll look for the sell. Matter of fact, just in case. That's a pretty big zone. I hope we actually stay under it. As much as I want to keep the green that I have, I'm gonna take whatever trades come in the next 15 minutes and just be okay with it. All right, we are back at an extended resistance level. Don't tell me I jinxed myself. Yep, I did. Never fails. Should be in that buy. All right, we made it back. We're back green. Got a little volatility here. Kind of hold myself because that first win was not a full win. But so the loss was like more of a difference. You know, I have a negative risk to reward anyway, but the loss was even more of a difference since the first trade that I won was not a full trade. It was only about 70% of a TP, a normal TP. The 5-minute chart, we technically haven't broken structure for a downtrend yet. This is just kind of, it could be just a really deep pullback to continue up. Yeah, the low of the current candle is 469. The low of the previous swing is 464. So we could be heading back up. We'll see. The consolidation zone has dropped to look like that. Had that gap in the morning that's kind of messing the day up. Where's the gap at? You mean the opening gap? Or is it a different one you're talking about? The CPM, oh, I got you, yeah. That was a pretty crazy move. Let's see, that is 2 points. It's a little too close for comfort. All right, that's a little better. $633. I got 8 minutes left. Order flow's looking a little crazy. Just a tad. Just kind of the way it's skipping around inside of the bars. Interesting. Now let's divergence. The sellers are trying so hard. So hard. What's that? 52. No. That just invalidated that. We stalled for way too long. It's way too much effort being put into this attempt. Nope, closed up anyway. All right. And that would be the top of the range. Sleep. All right. So we've now switched to the uptrend. All right, see you, Janelle. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And be safe. See you next week. 103. Pretty big push up, 150 ticks from the close of this bar. It's too close for comfort. It look like we're trying to push back up to the opening range high. Today is a classic example of why I think when you're trading certain ways with the opening range, whether it's a 30-minute, hour, 15-minute, whatever, it can't be as blind as like, oh, we broke out, let's get in, or oh, we came down and retested, let's get in. Like, it has to be something more than that, especially depending on how many points you're looking for, because we barely cleared it by let's see, maybe about 13 points on this, the wicked out move or whatever. But depending on what that looks like on a smaller chart and when you would attempt to enter, you could really get screwed. I feel like we've been trading inside of the 30-minute range a lot lately. A lot. And it could be kind of annoying. Which day you think will be best for you? I just said I don't give a damn. Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning? All right, so what I'm gonna do, I am gonna switch accounts on the chart trader. Turn off my copy trader, even though it should be fine. Gonna take pictures of the accounts real quick to save for myself. I'm trying to figure out if I just want to end it here, carry over this balance. I am at the highest balance. I just don't know if it's, yeah, I think I am going to stop here. And I'm going to tell you why. Only because it looks like what we're going to try to do is start, maybe we won't though. I was going to say, it looks like we're trying to push the highs again. And y'all know, since I don't trade at the highs, it really makes no sense for me to do all of that. Oh, wait a minute. But I also just, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. All right, let me finish taking pictures of my P&Ls. Decisions. what would I have had today? 4 trades. That's not bad, honestly. Blew up a pro and passed 2 TPT evals. What'd you blow up the pro on? What'd you trade in CPI? I know you can't, because you gotta stay out of CPI, what, the first, before, like, what is it, a minute before and after? Or did the slow grind get you? I'm really trying to figure out if I should stay on or what. Kind of tired. I would really like a nap before I go eat. You know what? I'm gonna carry forward the balance. I'm not gonna push it. I would rather not trade after 9:45, especially even though we've had decent movement. I feel like we're kind of slowing down quite a bit. It's taken quite a long time, like between reversal bars and everything. And let me see something. Summary table. Bar duration. Minute. Yeah. It's taking a little too long for the reversal bars for me to want to stay on. A lot of these reversal bars are like taking about a minute or so. At least now we're kind of slowing down a bit too much for comfort. That sucks. I would have been in this trade. I wouldn't have gotten in though. We're too close to this green level. It's so stupid. But that would have been a decent trade. So I'm overall like $300 in profit on the account. It has full drawdown. Shorted. 10-6 spike, took you out and didn't realize where understood. Yeah, these bars are taking a little too long for me. Let me take this back off. All right, let me show you guys the accounts, and I'm also going to show you guys some of the cool updates to the trade copier. Let me get hello, where's my mouse? Oh, there we go. Let me get a picture of the accounts up so you guys can see that first. Yeah, see, we just dropped down. I don't see the momentum being there for me to want to stay. And a lot of times when the momentum dries up that quickly after 9:30, what'll end up happening is I might have like 6 setups, but it's going to be 6 setups from now until the close. And that's just not enough for me to sit here for that long, especially with me being in profit on the account. It's no point. Sorry, wrong button. All right, so this is the accounts here. Like I said, this 0330 account is the one that renews tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Monday. So back at full drawdown, I'm $300 in profit on the account. On the TPT account, I'm $475 in profit on the account. Overall today was not really that bad. I had 3 trades, 2 wins and a loss, but the first win was a partial win because I moved my take profit to the support level since I was in a sale. If I would have just set the stop loss to break even, I think it actually pushed straight through, so I would have gotten a full TP. But right now I'm still confused as to whether I just want to move the stop loss to break even or just go ahead and move the take profit, because I feel like long term it's probably better for me to take the partial TP versus moving the stop loss to break even. I think I'll end up profiting more by just getting the partial TPs, because most of the time I'm going to give it I won't even enter the trade unless I have like a certain number of points of wiggle room, just so that I know, like, all right, if I put the TP here, I'm gonna get, let's say, 3.5 to 5 points out of it when my full TP is 5.5 points, kind of thing. Um, but yeah, so let me show you guys the trade copier. Let me take this off so I don't accidentally hit a button when I'm trying to close out of something. Oh, I forgot I can't do that. All right, so let me unlock this and do this. All right, so one of the updates that he's done is there's like a status bar on the right. So anything that's gold just means that it is a funded account, and then if it's gray, it's an eval. So that's pretty cool. Some of the things are still the same, so I could do micros, mini, and all you got to do is touch it and it changes. I forgot what the mode thing is. I think whatever my settings are, I can't use that. But anyway, so he did update the drawdown to show you, and you can see that, of course, with TPT and the Tradeify accounts, they're end of day. Obviously, because I have a growth account instead of advanced, so it automatically picks up that it's an end of day account, and then it picks up that the Apex accounts are trailing drawdown accounts. So what he's done, which is really cool, is now under the actions, because the only thing that I think used to be under actions was the one trading or something like that, where if you haven't traded that account for the day, you can, one click trading is what it was called. You can just click it and it will get you in and out really quickly with a micro, so that you can satisfy the trading days. So now when you click edit, you'll get this. So like this account, no, I think it was the Tradeify account last night when I updated this. Yeah, it was showing that my peak balance was 50,690.04, and it wasn't. So I was just able to quickly come in and change that 6 to a 1 so that it would read properly. Whereas before, you would have to go into the indicator settings, and it was somewhere up in here, I think. Where was it? Oh, now you can see which prop firms they have in there. It was somewhere up in here, I thought. Oh, you know what? I wonder if they might have actually taken it out of the settings here now, since you can do it. Yeah, because it was up there somewhere. But anyway, so yeah, now you could just click that, and one of the cool things is you can set the profit goals. So I don't do 3,000. I will usually do 3,005, and that just covers the commissions. So like if I know that I'm trying to pass an account like that same day and I'm multiplying contracts, so let's say I'm doing like 5 contracts, I will edit that and put 3025 so that it counts the commissions on top of that. You can also manually change the drawdown type and everything. So you see how when I changed the profit to gold from 3,000 to 3,005, it changed the green to gray, the little circle. And that's because if it's green, it's pulling from the server based on, whatever data that they have in the server. If it's gray, that means that you changed it. And then you can change, like if it's a funded account, if it's not picking up correctly. Let's say that you're trading a prop firm, because this is what happened when companies update things. So like Tradeify updated the name of the account to put an F between the D and the Y. And so for a couple of weeks, it was not tracking things properly because it wasn't even reading the account. So now, if that's the case, whether you're trading maybe with a prop firm they don't have yet, or maybe the prop firm has made updates and it's going to take them a couple of days, maybe a week to make changes, you can make the changes yourself, which is pretty cool. You can also type in whatever daily goal, daily loss that you have, and things like that. The other thing that I really, really like about their copy trader is if you do have a daily loss or a daily goal set and you don't take the account out of the copy trader. So let's say this had a daily goal of $200, and the master account or the leader account is the brownish red color, the gray is followers. So let's say that I had this set to $200 as a daily goal. If I was to take another trade on that leader account, even though my trade copier is on, it's not going to put me in a trade on that account because I've already hit the daily goal or the daily loss. And then this trade copier also will take you out of your trade mid trade if you've actually become funded. And you can even make it to where, so like, here we go. So on the PA accounts, and I like that they have done this because obviously different prop firms have different profit targets in order for you to reach payout. So they have it at 2,500, which maybe I probably need to say something to him. No, actually, I don't. Because based on the video, he said that all the funded accounts is you just need to put in whatever profit to goal yourself because everybody has different goals. So like for me, if I get to 52.6 on the Apex accounts, I'm going to take out a $500 payout. I'm not going to wait until I reach 4,100 to be able to take out $2,000, but some people will. Some people want to wait until 4,500. Everybody has different goals that they want to get to, maybe beyond whatever is required by the prop firm. And so you just come in and put your profit to goal in there. And yeah, I think that is most of the updates. He also has, I think that's in here. There's a thing called Exit Shield, which I don't use. Yeah. So Exit Shield is pretty cool. What that does is if you are somebody who likes to move your stop loss all the time, when you have Exit Shield on, if you try to move your stop loss lower, so let's say you're getting into a buy. If you try to move your stop loss lower than what it initially is, it's not going to let you do it because basically anything that you're doing to try to increase your risk is not going to let you do it. I think also on the take profit, it won't let you move the take profit up, but it will let you move it down, if you're in a buy. And then I think the last thing that he updated, which I believe was last month, was a smart synchronized. So something that happens a lot for people who are on Rhythmic is, for whatever reason, when it comes to NinjaTrader and Rhythmic, it can become out of sync. And so you can be in ghost trades where like it's showing that you're in a trade, but you're actually not. And I see this happen to Nutty quite a bit as well when he had his Rhythmic accounts. And what he would have to do is just like put a random order on the chart and then take it off. Well, with this copier, what it'll do is, I think after you exit after your master exits a trade, it's going to, in about 2 or 3 seconds, is going to check all of your follower accounts to see if you're still in a trade or if NinjaTrader is showing that you're still in a trade, and it'll exit the trade for you. Because most of the time you're not actually in a trade. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool updates. Let me go back. I'm gonna try trade day. Intraday is not doing you any good. Might as well. I think whenever I do add another prop, which is going to be a while before I do that, I think it's going to be trade day just because of it being so close to TPT. I think I want to max out at TPT first, probably TPT and Tradeify first, and then I'll probably add them. I'm not sure though. Yes, Apple Jacks, I'm still on. I'm about to get off though because I need to take a nap before I go to lunch. I'm tired. I don't know what time it is. I'm about to fly to DC. Oh, it's only 10 o'clock. Frankfurt about to fly home. Well, you have a safe trip. Did you enjoy your trip? All I know is that goose was looking good, girl. Yeah, I'll probably be my sleep schedule. Hope the market was good to y'all. See you, Apple Jacks. All right, but yeah, so I think that especially as I continue to add more props, as I start to pass some of these accounts, get to some payouts and stuff, I think that the way that he's updated that trade copier will make it so much easier to manage everything, especially if you know, all you have to do is make sure that when it first detects your new funded account, everything is in there properly and you're good to go. I'm really, really gonna enjoy that thing for sure. Girl, it looked so good, didn't it? Hello. I think the other thing, I think it was red cabbage. Oh, what did it say? Because I looked it up. It was red cabbage with something. Everything on that plate looked good. But yeah, you guys, I'm out of here. Let me go and take me a nap. I probably should journal though instead and maybe no, that's really unhealthy and fat for me to take a nap after I get back. But I'm going to be tired anyway. Maybe I'll delay my nap. I don't know. But I'm out of here, you guys. I thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, wait. Let me look at my trade performance for the week. Hopefully this actually works. I could tell you guys those stats. Maybe not. The trade performance never works for me in NinjaTrader. Like, I don't understand. Let me look. I'm gonna look at Trade-Evate real quick and I'll tell you guys. I'm pretty sure I was in profit for the week though. Pretty sure. Let's see. This week. I was. All right, let's go back here. All right, as you guys can see, this is my TPT account. And it says this week. So I had a gross P&L of 455 and a net P&L of 400. So it looks like I won 8 trades, and that doesn't even make sense. This says number of trades 11. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Partial 6, 7. So it looks like I won 7 trades, lost 2, and broke even on 2, which is not too shabby. Especially because did I miss a day this week? No, I think I just didn't have trades a couple of days this week, actually. Let's see. The 20th. So basically in 3 trading days. Yeah, $400 in 3 trading days. Not too bad, especially because I missed trades like today. I missed at least 2 trades. What was that? Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, I missed 2. No, not yesterday. The day before yesterday, I missed 2 trades as well. So I will take that. And then I'll log into my Tradeify account. Sorry, I always be clicking the wrong button. I be trying to get about it now. All right, let's do this one. Or not. Oh, there we go. All right, so this account, almost $500, so 487 should be the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, because I think, yeah, it should be about the same as far as the win-loss ratio. So, what did I say? I won 7 and lost 2. So that's a 77% win rate. I cannot really be mad at that. I can't. Honestly, I think this week oh, now it wants to show up on NinjaTrader. This week definitely has me pretty convinced with staying on bid ask. I've been flip-flopping. I haven't really said much when I am flip-flopping back and forth. But I've been flip-flopping quite a bit just because like the data is it can be so different for them. But I think long term, bid ask is just gonna make the most sense because the problem with up down tick is up down tick can make the delta look so efficient, and that same exact reversal bar on bid ask will look inefficient, which will let me know that there's a lot of absorption in that 40 tick reversal, which is very important to know. And so up down tick doesn't allow you to see absorption that happens, which is pretty important to see, to be honest with you. So like what'll happen is, let's say this reversal bar right here, for instance, up down tick is probably going to show that this is a reversal bar. Actually, that's not a good example because it's touching a level. Like here, let's just use this. Let's pretend like this resistance level isn't here. Anytime the number is blue or pink on the top, it means that there was some level of absorption in the bar. It could be a high level of absorption. It could be a low level of absorption, but either way, there's a certain level of absorption. And so what'll happen is, like on my analysis sheet, on the same order flow combination, volume and order flow combinations, there will be like a ton of data that's showing in an efficient bar on up down tick, but some of those same trades won't even be efficient whatsoever. And so it causes a lot of inconsistencies in the data long term. And so I think I am going to stick with bid ask. I think we're going to stick there for a while and just kind of ride it out with it, especially like with me going back to it this week, having a profitable week, still have like a couple of combinations that I'm not even trading yet, which I need to add to my cheat sheet starting next week. I think we'll be good. We'll see. Oh yeah, was it internet problems this week? Yes, it was the internet problems that were this week. Because I remember it took until the next day for it to even freaking fix. How nice. But yeah, I think that's it for me. I do see that things are starting to move a little bit better, but we'll just let that go. But yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Had a great week. I hope everyone else did as well. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend. Be safe, and I'll see you guys Monday. Bye.